declaration, so to speak, is not against the law once it was done in non-compliance or in breach of CI 127, correct? Please unmute your mic.
Sorry.
Good, we can hear you now. You muted again.
Unmute.
We can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. In fidelity to the law, I agreed largely with the position espoused by my learned friend, Oliver. You see, we most often than not, as lawyers, we try to paint very different pictures of the position of the law to the citizenry and to our political actors just because we want to embolden them and score very cheap political points. Samson, there can be no doubt that even though the Electoral Commissioner is the returning officer for the presidential election, qua elections, it does not take away the prime administrative function of the Electoral Commission to see that all other matters concerned with the electoral process, i.e. the parliamentary election results, are done in conformity and in accordance with law. Now, how can it be the case, Samson? The materials that were sent to us preparatory to this program, I have read that in Obuasi East, an axe was put to the head of the returning officer, and he was cajoled and pulled. His hand was held up for him to raise the hand of the parliamentary candidate of the NDC as having won the election. Samson, I mean, if you are the Electoral Commissioner, would you uphold such a declaration just because it's been declared? But you see, the dividing point is what Oliver said. And I believe my friends, my learned friends in the NDC, the likes of Eduji, I mean, come on. He is aware that you can never petition a parliamentary election results without the results having been gazetted. It is prime. So this business of them going around saying that the EC has turned themselves into lawmakers and it is only the court determines the law when a petition is filed. And when is a petition filed? A petition is not filed just because the results have been declared. You have to wait for the results to be gazetted. And my friends.
So as expressed, as also expressed by John Mahama, you agree that this position is the position of the law. What then will be your comment on what was done to the NDC in 2020 when they raised a similar request for this re-collation to be done for Techiman South, and that was declined?
Samson, I would have wished, with great respect to you and His Excellency the President-elect, John Dramani, and I would have wished that you wouldn't have brought him into the discussion. I read what he said, and I think that he should, with great respect to our President-elect, with very great respect to him, I think he should let his lawyers deal with the matter, and not get.
He only said he expects consistency.
I heard exactly what he said. Can I respond? Can I respond with all due respect? What happened in Techiman South is significantly different from what is happening. It's significantly different from what is happening now. In Techiman South, the elections were declared, the results were declared. I was lawyer together with Gary Nimakun for Ajay Mensah Kosa when the NDC filed the petition in the Winchi High Court. The elections were declared. The only problem which engendered some public outcry and debate and discussions was what happened after the declaration. that because supporters had massed up and the soldiers in conjunction with the police were trying to maintain and restore peace, order, there was a shooting, and in the process, some innocent Ghanaians, may they rest in peace, lost their lives. That was a conundrum. So far as I know the facts.
Yes, but in this case also, and thank you, because I was seeking to elicit that explanation and how different that will be with the current situation. Because in the current situation, the NDC is also saying some of the places you are asking for re-collation, they have already been collated and declared. Declaration has happened, except that you are challenging the manner in which the declaration was done. In 2020, they were also challenging the manner in which the declaration was done.
Something in 2020, the process was so truncated. I'll take time to explain so that Ghanaians will all know what is happening. In 2020, the process was so truncated. In what we are having now, the discussions at play, all the incidents which have been recounted points to the clear fact that there was a clear truncation of the process.
Okay.
So if there's a truncation of the process, how can the elections or the results be validly declared? It cannot, because look.
But you have said a while ago that a declaration was made deficient of the total number of votes votes for a particular polling station, correct?
Yes, in Okakwe Central.
Right.
I was there. They have 161 plus 101 plus 31. They have 42 or 132 polling centers. Yeah? 101 polling centers was forced on the returning officer to use to declare the results. Now, some say, what happens to the 31 polling stations? In Ablekuma North, all right, 162 polling stations were declared, leaving out 46 polling stations. How can you have a valid parliamentary results through this? I mean, come on, you cannot.
What do you know? Tell me this. What do you know? Is the presidential election results gazetted?
Is the presidential election results? Of course, after the returning officer, Jean Mensah has made a declaration. It is gazetted.
Okay. And the collations for all presidential election results have been over?
At the last count, I think when Jean declared the results, I think we had 7 or 9 constituencies pending. That is what I recall.
So the point of my question is...
He declared for 267, yes.
Okay, the point of my question is, and please remember that I'm raising them so you educate the public. The point of my question then is, and these are questions members of the public are asking, if you can declare and gazette the presidential election results without the full complement of the results, why can you not accept a parliamentary election result that has been declared without a full complement?
I don't think the EC has gazetted the presidential results yet. I don't think so. What she said, if I heard correctly, was that in view of the numbers which have come and the outstanding constituencies, it is more than obvious that President-elect John Dramani Mahama had convincingly and authoritatively won the presidential elections. So John Dramani Mahama was declared. That is not akin to gazetting. They will only gazette when all the constituencies have been put together.
Nonetheless, that was a declaration all of us accepted.
The declaration all of us accepted because that is in tandem with what the law says.
Okay.
All right, with the presidential elections.
Okay.
If the remaining constituencies, of course, from my learning from the election petition, if the remaining constituencies will not materially affect the outcome of the elections, you declare.
Excellent.
And that was exactly what you mentioned. But let me just make this point before you leave me. Now, with the Insawam Eduejuri constituency, I know and I've seen the process that Edudi Tamaklo has himself filed in court, that there should be a rerun of the election in Samam Idwejiri. Now, if what we have been made to understand from the NDC is that their candidate, the lady, lawfully won the elections, why should there be a rerun?
All right.
You see, let's prevent this inherent inconsistencies.
I need to bring my other guest in, but there's more question I need you to answer in a minute, which I said the two of you must address before. Did I even forget that Reverend Fedigbe is a lawyer? Come on. I was saying let the lawyers address it before they come in.
He's an absentee lawyer.
All right. So, if it is established that the police have indeed been served with the process as Edudi told us yesterday, can the process be going on at the EC's place as is happening now?
Samson, yes or no? I don't, like I said to you from the get-go, I don't know the full extent of the contents of the application and the reliefs which have been sought. So I cannot at this stage be seen to be speaking for the police. I think they have a legal directorate, and the legal directorate by now should be advising them. Okay. But yes, if the process of stay, I'm a trained lawyer, if a stay is filed, of course a stay is filed to prevent an act from being done. But I don't know the terms of the application which has been filed. So, something without this, I cannot speak.
But the terms does not change the principle that you have just said, right?
Well, the principle is the principle, but you can have stay for varied reasons.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe an order has been drawn. There are two different consequential things which have to be done. You intend to stay one and leave out the other. So I cannot, if I'm fixed with notice of the process, something I can conveniently.
All right, I'll share them with you as we speak, and then maybe later you can give us a little bite if you want to say something different. Otherwise.